Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. Today's video I'll be showing you guys on how I made this beautiful luxury bubu. It is very easy to make. I used two different colors of Mikado fabric mixed with damask to achieve this style. I made this style for someone in US. A friend saw it and she fell in love with it and she contacted me to make one for her. If you are interested in making this style, sit back, relax and enjoy the tutorial. And if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please click on the red button down below to subscribe and also click the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. So without further ado, let's move right to the tutorial. On the table, I have 2 yards of black Mikado fabric and 2 yards of emerald green Mikado fabric, making it 4 yards. I'll first of all fold each fabric into two, selvage to selvage. I will take to my ironing table and give it a good press. After ironing, I'm going to split from the folded edge. I will split it into two, like so. I'm going to repeat the same process on the black fabric. After that, I will take each of the green color and the black color and pin them down together. After pinning the colors together, I'll take to my machine. I'm going to sew with 1 inch seam allowance straight down. This is going to serve as the front bodice. I'm also going to pin the two colors together, right side facing each other. When pinning, make sure that the black is facing the black and the green is facing the green. If not, adjust. Make sure the black is facing the black, right side facing each other. The back bodies and the front bodies, right side facing each other. Black is facing the black, green is facing the green. This is very important. Don't make the mistake. This is the front bodies. From the center front, I'm going to measure 1.5 inches. I will rule that into a straight line. I will not sew these front bodies yet. I will not join them together. I will not join the two colors together yet. I will only join the back bodies together. I did not join these front bodies together. I only joined the back bodies together. This is the back bodies. I've joined it together and I've given it a good press, and I also overlock the edges. After that, I fold it into two and I place it on that line, the mark, the 1.5 inches mark that I made on the front bodies I place it on the mark and I pin it down. All my measurements is going to be starting from the back bodies, not the front bodies. Hope you guys understand. Next, I'm going to roll my starting line. The person that I'm making this style for, she's a small person. She's a small size person. On the starting line, I measured 3 inches. Neck width 3 inches. Neck depth for the back 1 inch. Neck depth for the front 7 inches. From the center back, I measured 26 inches. At that point, I measured 2 inches. Then I connect it to the neck width. I connect the necklines. The sleeve opening, I don't want the puff sleeves to be too big. I measured 16 inches for the sleeve opening because she's a small size person, so I don't want the puff sleeve to be too big on her. Shoulder to hip line 25 inches, then the length of the dress is 60 inches. I added 2 inches for hemming allowance, making it 62 inches. At her hip line, I impute her hip measurement divided by 4. Her hip measurement divided by 4 plus 5 inches. Then at the hem, I minus 3 inches from our total measurement. The reason why I minus 3 inches is because I want the lower part of the dress to be kind of pencil, to have this pencil shape. Then I curve the armhole like so. That's about it for the drafting. Before cutting it out, I added half-inch seam allowance. Then I cut it out. I cut the back neckline, the shoulder slope, sleeve opening, and the body. After cutting, I remove the back bodies and I connect the front neckline to the neck width. Then I cut it out. The front bodice is going to have a front slit. So what I did, I first of all measured half-inch that I'm going to use to join the shoulder together. Then from the half-inch, I measure where the front slit will start from. I measured 38 inches from the shoulder to 38 inches and I marked it. Next, I will take to my sewing machine. I'm going to start sewing from the neckline. I'll start sewing from the neckline on the 1.5 inches mark. I'm going to sew and back stitch Then I'll continue sewing. When I get to the 38 inches mark, I'll back stitch about 3 to 4 times. After that, I'll continue sewing with loose stitches till the hem of the dress. Hope you guys understand. I'm still going to lose the loose stitches later and stop at where the front slit will start from. I will show you guys all that. Next, I'm cutting facing for the back neckline. I pin the folded edge of the body and the folded edge of the fabric for the facing together, and I trace the neckline and the shoulder. I'm going to iron stay to the wrong side of the facing, then I'll use it to turn the neckline. This is front bodies. I've joined the two bodies together for the front, then I'm cutting facing for the front bodies. I'm going to use the facing to turn the neckline. I'll iron stay to it. I've joined the center front together as you can see, and I've overlocked the edges. Next, I'm going to use hemming gum to iron the seam allowance to the bodies to make it lay nice and flat. This is the leftover damask fabric that I used for my previous project. At this point, you have to be creative. I have about 24 inches by 13 inches. So I folded it into 4. At this point, just be creative. So I slanted it this way and I roll it this way. The wideness, I use 6.5 inches for the wideness. After cutting, this is what I have. It wasn't sharp enough in my eyes. I decided to fold it back again and reshape it. I want the edge to be very sharp. The first cutting wasn't sharp enough in my eyes, so I adjust it. After reshaping it, I like the outcome of the shape. So the next thing to do, I'll take to my ironing table. I'm going to fold in 1/2 inch on all the edges. I'll fold in 1/2 inch and iron it. That's how I cut the shape. After folding 1/2 inch on all the edges, I'm going to place it on the front bodice and top stitch it on the bodice. I have ironed 1/2 inch round the edges of the damask. So before I top stitch, I cut out pieces of hemming gum. I place it underneath the design. I'll first of all iron it down so that when I'm top stitching, it won't be moving around. I've already turned my neckline with facing, as you can see. So I measured 2 inches downward. Then I place the damask on it. I make sure that the pointed edge of the damask is on the center line, and the lower part also is on the center line. So I'll take to my ironing table, I'll iron it so that the hemming gum will hold the damask firm, so that when I'm top stitching, it won't be moving around. I've turned the back neckline with facing, as you can see. And I've also top stitched the design on the front bodies, as you can see. You can see the inside is looking very neat. Next thing to do, I'm going to use my seam ripper to lose the loose stitches and stop at where the slit opening will start from. When you get to where the slit opening will start from, because you back stitch 3 to 4 times, you won't be able to lose it easily. So you will know that that is where the slit for the front will start from. Then you will stop. Next is to join the front and the back bodies together with 1/2 inch seam allowance at the shoulder. Make sure the right side is facing each other. Then take to your sewing machine, join the both bodies together with 1/2 inch at the shoulder. After that, you open up the seam, give it a good press and overlock the edges. I have joined the bodies together at the shoulder and I've opened up the seam and I gave it a good press. Next, I'm measuring my elastic casing. Before I will sew my elastic casing, I'm going to weave the shoulder seam. I measured 2 inches for my elastic casing. When making puff sleeve for yourself or for your clients, make sure that you always request that they measure their bicep measurement. It is the bicep measurement that you will use to cut the elastic for the puff sleeve. What I normally do, I always minus 3 to 4 inches away from the bicep measurement to cut out on the elastic. So I will sew my elastic casing, pass the elastic through the casing, I'll sew the sides, hem the down part, and that's about it for today's tutorial. We've come to an end of today's tutorial. If you find my tutorial helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below if you've not done so. I upload weekly tutorial on my channel. Also remember to click on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. Until I come your way next, please stay safe and remain blessed. Thanks for watching. Love you all. Bye.